When we were using Buildah in the previous lesson, we never had to run any command with root permissions. Neither we had to add ourselves to a special user group that would have those extra permissions. The reason is that Buildah is a rootless tool. It does not need the root access to work with container images. There are a couple of technical decisions that allow Buildah to work without root for most of its operations. Most important one, Buildah is an independent command line tool. There is no daemon that needs to run on your machine for Buildah to work. Buildah binary is everything you need to work with container images, just like Scopio, for example. The absence of the privileged daemon means that any user on the system can use Buildah to work with images, and it also means that images are scoped to the system user. Let's create a new system user and then log in as this user. If we try to list images now, we will see nothing. But once we try to build the image under this new user, we will see it in the list. I will save this image as a new user image :latest. And now Buildah images shows this image in the list. But if we switch back to the original user, we won't see the new user image in the list. And if we run sudo buildah images, we will also see a completely different list of images. Same applies to listing containers with buildah ps and any other command. Everything is scoped to the user that is running Buildah. Buildah is one of the tools that enables us to use rootless containers, meaning that unprivileged users are able to run containers and work with container images. Not only that, to be able to be truly rootless, the container runtime must not require any root privileges at all. If you remember, when we used runc, it was also rootless. Container process could be started from a regular user, and the information about the running container was scoped to the user that started the container. If you take Docker as an example, it normally requires you to run a Docker daemon with root privileges. So even if you can use Docker as a regular user, by adding this user to a special user group, it still can't be considered a truly rootless way to run containers. Recent Docker releases have a rootless mode that makes use of all of the operating system features to avoid requiring privileged access. Rootless containers are normally achieved by using Linux namespaces as much as possible, with cgroups v2 on top for resource management. For local usage, you might not care about rootless containers too much. Your system user normally has full root access anyway. But for server deployments, rootless container has fewer chances to get access to the host system. Even if the attacker escapes the container, it still can only access what the user that has started the container can access.
Do you think your project infrastructure is well set and maintained? We know for sure there is always room for improvement. If you are uncertain where to begin, let's first do an audit of what you already have. We will review your setup from every angle: performance, cost, security, high availability, automation, and provide you with a detailed roadmap of which direction your infrastructure should go, generate concrete tasks for you to implement, or even take on your infra entirely, if you let us, of course.